aka Girl 1, aka G1. Today I'm going to take you inside of this new season's and show you what I make myself to eat when I make myself something to eat. It's way more fun to have a carriage so you can roll down the aisle. So I'm debating between doing what I would actually make myself, which is gluten-free tortillas. I think I'm going to do just to keep it 100, but it's always better with bread.
Get contagious, 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 get contagious.
I do like to heavy on the vegetables.
Get contagious, get contagious, get contagious, get contagious.
Why red peppers? Because of the color.
Bad bitch brigade, yeah, we pull up swift. Burn one down for the extra lift. Straight tequila, fuck that salty shit. We hit it, get that money, then we lickety split.
We need to find condiments, because what's a sandwich without mayo and mustard? Meat, because I ain't no vegetarian. You can't have a sandwich without a good potato chip. I'm torn. I'm gonna go with these guys. Crunch. Yeah. Classic. Ding. I mean, I don't really care that much. So, coming from the East Coast, I was raised on something called grinders. I don't really have grinders out here. A quarter pound of turkey, maybe smoked or something? Yeah. Genoa, it's the same amount of Genoa salami. I'm of the belief that you should put a little bit of pork in everything. Get a shot of this guy with the hairnet on his face, because that's gangster. I want to wear a hairnet on my face. Oh,
it's not too spicy where you can't taste the salami.
Yeah, I love salami. So good. You want to try some? No? You want to try some? Let's do that instead.
You want to do the fedogna?
Yeah, please.
Quarter pound?
Yes, please. Well, I just don't like cheese slices thick, because really, see, this is what it's about. It's about making the perfect sandwich with the perfect bite, and if you have too much of one thing in any bite, then let's just buy a block and I'll slice it myself. I'm gonna go with straight cheddar. Since we're in Oregon, I'm gonna do the Oregonian thing and get the local Tillamook. Bing. Tomatoes. I forgot tomatoes. Gotta get them on the vine. They smell best. Oh, but I love this one. Honestly, I think I'm gonna get gluten-free bread instead, because it's just more fun to make a sandwich that way. Gluten-free rustic baguette. How does that happen? Ooh. Let's do this. This looks interesting. New to me.
Yo, who gon' really do it better than us?
Alright, we got everything we need. We're about to go make the meanest motherfucking sandwich you've ever had in your entire I've ever had in my entire life. You get to watch me eat it.
Balenciaga flow when I bust a bus. When I'm rubbing on their booty, I be making them blush. Swear I'm not a player, I just love to crush, ayy. And I stay about mine. Name synonymous with the hustle and grind.
The reason I like sandwiches is because kind of like a work of art a little bit. I like to think of myself as not like a Subway sandwich artist, but like a real sandwich artist. Don't expect anything fancy. It's gonna be very straightforward. First thing I do is, well, you know, I don't know if you've ever eaten gluten-free bread before, but it's way tastier if you toast it a little bit. So that's what we're gonna do. Skin the cuke. This is how the pros do it. As I cut myself. You know, I used to think that there was nutrients in the skin of the cucumber, and then I found out that wasn't true, so take the skin off. I actually took the time to research it. That's how much time I have on my hands. The reason I like to cook sandwiches is because my favorite part of cooking is the prep cook experience, which is just basically cutting shit. Basically all this is cutting up a bunch of stuff and putting it together. Because God knows I cannot cook.
John so sick, then I'm on to dangerous. Not sure these get your feelings, cause I'm so contagious.
Tomatoes, I don't really know. You know, I wish I had a good reason. I like tomatoes. I've always had tomatoes on my sandwiches. But, so they just kind of feels like it's part of the sandwich. Like a sandwich is missing. If it doesn't have a tomato, it's missing something. Not too much mayo. I'm not trying to have it dripping out the sides now. You just want a little bit so that it just creates a little bit of moisture on an otherwise dry sandwich, potentially. Della mustard is just the classic. It says so right on the bottle right there. Classic yellow.
Yeah, just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Not a lot. I say less mustard than mayo. Should be a healthy, like this is my thing. It's gotta be the perfect amount of everything or I can't do it.
I slid over to holler cause it hasn't poking through. But you ain't got the front, I know you feel it too.
If you're trying to be healthier and you don't want to put the mayo and the mustard on, the avocado will work just fine. And I like to take the avocado out and spread it because otherwise them little shits be fucking slipping every time you take a motherfucking bite. That's G2. You are. Yeah, because I'm G1.
Oh.
And you're my sister. So
Yes.
I just made a really
Except I'm one, because I'm older.
almost everything that I do is a direct result of my father, so. The apple did fall directly under the tree.
They farted.
The apple farted directly under the tree. So it's just about adding a little color so that, you know, what you eat looks beautiful because I clearly am not a cook, but still make it look good in the process. It really is important that everything's super fresh too because you want a good crunch to match the moistness of the bread and the juiciness of the meat and all that kind of stuff. Now, this is the most important part because if you don't get the perfect bite of the perfect amount of everything in each part of the sandwich, then you're gonna miss out on some of the joys of the pepper or some of the joys of the cube. Okay, so you're probably get a close-up of this because this is key. This part is key. Making sure that everything is perfectly balanced and even on the witch. We're so close, you guys. Tomatoes. Cut a little bit of cheese. So you remember that cheese dilemma we had before? It was being too thick. It should really be just enough. Plus, if you're trying to watch your girlish figure, just enough to get the essence of the cheddar. I was raised eating a very classic kind of sandwich. My dad, he loves a Lay's potato chip. He loves a good East Coast grinder. He's a kind of a man of simple pleasures. Okay, so again, with the perfect bites, it's essential. Now for the meat, and then we're good. Now I love salami and turkey on my sandwiches, always have. I like turkey and I like the saltiness of the pork. You can't have one without the other, you know? It's like coffee and a cigarette. That saltiness of the pork really brings it all together, you know what I mean? You flip that bitch over. This is kind of an oddly shaped bread, so I'm just gonna cut it right down the middle. Oh. You can't have a sandwich without a potato chip. And then last but not least, you gotta have a pickle. All right. All right. And, you know, just in keeping in line with the way that I make my sandwiches, I'm the kind of girl that can't sit down to eat that sandwich until I've cleaned up after myself. So, give me a second. Because then after you eat and you feel all fat and shit, I mean, you don't have to worry about getting up and cleaning, you know? Might as well do it when you still have that hungry energy.
Serve it well inside. If they try to stop, then we let it pop. Leave them on the block in the summer heat or the cold of December.
Do I look like I worked really hard on that? Because I'm pretty much got boob sweat happening.
Whenever, why you looking at me funny? I'm too busy counting money. Dummy, try to take it from me. Try to take it from me. Leave a motherfucker bloody.
This is it. This is the perfect sandwich, as far as I'm concerned. And I don't know how to convince you except for that I said so. So, cheers.
Gastrogasm?
They wine or anything?
And I do that deal. Team is on the top, ain't trying to go nowhere. Watch. Watch. For real though, watch.